So Major League Baseball, each team's projected best player via WAR this year. Now, last year, who do you think was the Rangers' best player?
Throughout the year?
Throughout the year.
Seager.
Corey.
Oh! Corey Seager had a WAR of 4. Wyatt Langford, 4.1.
Okay.
So, you've got, obviously, those two options, DeGrom, Eovaldi. Maybe you think it's going to be somebody else. Who will be the Texas Rangers' best player this season?
My mark is going to be Wyatt Langford. Kevin, I think he is already in midseason form, even though he's not playing today. What? Why is he not in the lineup?
We talked about this the other day. Give him a couple days to ramp up.
Yeah, he's going to take a couple days to ramp up. But he's, like, I saw one home run that he hit in a simulated game, and he looked like he had the crusher swing. So I'm prepared to say that Wyatt Langford, career year.
Well, you're going to love this quote from Wyatt Langford. What do you want to improve on? Quote, I would love to strike out less, hit for a higher average, and hit more home runs. Pretty much do everything better, but definitely strike out less. I feel like I'm better than a 240 hitter or whatever I hit last year. Woo! And it was 241. So even there, he undersold himself by 1 point. So, yes, Skip Schumacher sees the possibility for MVP surrounding Wyatt Langford, although he was quick to point out he doesn't talk about all-stars or MVPs or anything like that, while saying, so I will tell you, I think he has that potential. And so does MLB.com, because, Corey, you're correct. They predict Wyatt Langford will be the Rangers' best player this year via WAR. But I will tell you this, they have him at a 4.4 WAR. That would be a disappointment. And remember, by the way, if you see a different WAR somewhere else, WAR is proprietary to specific websites, so they have different formulas of figuring it out. But that would be
Congress
disappointing.
has to be involved.
That is a different kind of WAR. This is wins above replacement.
Okay.
Maybe I should have just said that. But don't you think going from a 4.1 to a 4.4, that would be disappointing? For me.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think my expectation for him this year is much higher. And like I think this is the year for him to be like, I've figured the league out, like I know where I am. But Kevin, that is also, I think there's going to be a lot of like what goes on around him too.
Absolutely.
Because, how can he get more at bats to add to those things? If you're scoring runs, if you only have 2 or 3 at bats a game rather than 4 to 5, that's a difference right there. So I'm absolutely with you, though. I would be a little disappointed because that means that the rest of the team isn't doing good enough either. But it'd be awesome to see him go out there and put up a 6, a 12,
yeah. Yes.
a 16.
That would be the greatest in the history of baseball, so you're damn right I would love that.
Yeah, there you go.
Did you think I was going to be like, so it's not going to happen? See, I'm learning.
A 162-0.
Now
that would be the greatest in history.
That would. I also feel like that would put more pressure on the Rangers than any team in the history of organized sports going into the playoffs.
Well, they lose the first playoff game and then win every game after that.
Okay. All right.
Obviously, you're not going to go. Nobody's going to go win every game that year.
Okay, I accept. By the way, man, this is tough. The last pairing for speed skating, they crapped out, which means Brittany Bowe will finish in 4th, which I would rather finish 8th. It's too close.
Yeah.
It's too close.
Yeah, 4th
I know that makes
bad.
no logical sense, but Alec, you're shaking your head. In a medal sport, you would rather finish 4th than 8th?
Yeah.
You're probably right. I bet most people agree with you. But I like to think different.
Would you tell people that you finished 4th?
Yeah.
Would you brag about that, or would you just be like...
But then they're going to want to engage you. Oh, what happened? You were so close. And you're like, oh, thank you for telling me that. Like, somebody's going to go, oh, you were so close, Alec, as if you weren't keenly aware of how close you came to winning a Olympic medal.
Just start having flashbacks after. You just have like that 1,000-yard stare, and they're like,
Yes.
oh, God. I would make them feel so bad for asking.
Yeah, I have this feeling that I would sit there and doubt the thing about my training. Right. And I would be like, man, if I would have just done that extra rep that one day, that extra session, would that have been the difference for me? And that would probably drive me nuts. I would probably lose my mind.
Now,
Fila, right?
For the Orioles, We need to talk about yet another injury for them. Jordan Westerberg, he is going to start the 2026 season on the injured list. He has a partial tear in his UCL. He is out for all of April. The specific timeline is to be determined, but remember, they already lost Jackson Holliday because of the broken hamate bone. So before the season is even started, their infield is getting freaking torn apart. Now, the ranking of the World Baseball Classic. Who do you think is ranked as the most likely to win? If you remember our conversation, you should get this right.
Kevin, unlike speed skating, I think that the American team will be the winner.
America is power ranked number 1, followed by Japan, the Dominican Republic, Venezuela, and Puerto Rico. What I really wanted to talk about is there's 20 teams here. Who do you think is dead last in the World Baseball Classic rankings? And I'll give you a hint. You will get to watch them.
Brazil
is number 20, just ahead of Nicaragua, which is ranked number 19. And the reason why we bring Brazil up is Team USA against Brazil will have a World Baseball Classic like preview game at Surprise Stadium when we're there for spring training.
That is awesome. I'm looking forward to it.